Hello friends, my name is Jyoti. I am assistant professor in School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now the topic that I am going to discuss today is designing and administering Salesforce compensation plan. Means if you are working somewhere, simultaneously in return you can expect or you expect certain compensation from that organization. So in this lecture we will try to understand which compensation we will understand the various methods of compensations are available, and the organization use which type of compensation plans for compensating the efforts of the sales force. Firstly, I will try to I just want to give an introduction about the compensation. Compensation is all about the money that you will get being a salesperson, you will get in return of the services that you are rendering in one organization in achievement of the sales target or the sales quota that you have been assigned by the organization. As in the slide, it has been seen that compensating the sales force involved monetary and non-monetary incentives in return for the sales force services. Means whatever the services being a sales force, being a salesperson that you are giving in any organization, in return the organization is giving you, the organization gives you certain compensation either in the form of monetary or non-monetary incentive. If we talk about monetary aspect, means totally related to money aspect, and non-monetary aspect if we talk about the acknowledgement and the benefits, the fringe benefits provided by the organization, means overall the welfare aspect of the of yours also offered by the company in return of the services that you are providing to the organization being a salesperson. The basic sales force compensation elements are like salary, commission, bonus, fringe benefit or any combination of these elements. Means being being one organization, you can opt any one of the method, like you can use either commission, bonus, fringe benefit or the salary, or any one like combination of salary plus commission, combination of salary plus bonus, you can use separately, and you can use in combination of all these elements in order to compensating the efforts of the sales force that that are working in your organization. As obviously there are as the compensation structures have different variables, so there are different methods of sales force compensations are available, like straight salary method, commission method, salary plus commission, bonus and fringe benefits. So in later slides I will discuss or try to make you people understand about what is and how is the nature of these methods, and also I will try to discuss the merits and demerits of each method, because every method has its own merits and demerits. So you should, being a sales manager or the organization's buddy, you should understand which method you will apply, you will give in the form of compensation to your sales force. As the first method is straight salary method. The name itself refers that a method that is totally given in the form of a salary, means whenever as a sales person, whenever you join one organization, at that time there is a negotiation done, and whatever the negotiation that you do with your employer, and a particular amount is being fixed at that day, and the particular amount means the same amount will be given at the end of every month or at the end of a particular duration in the form of salary. So that is all about straight salary, means whatever the amount, whatever the salary part fixed by doing negotiation between the employer and you, that the same amount is given at the end of the duration at a particular at a frequent or particular time period. Generally salary is paid to sales force according to salary grade, means if we are negotiating, that is okay. Sometimes it is if you are hiring at one position, So there is basically a grade defined. So if you are hiring at that level or that grade, means the same amount is given to you, and if anybody is joining at that particular grade, the same amount is given to all of you. So that is all about straight salary part. And under this grade, the sales force, if the sales force are performing good or salesperson is showing continuity in that organization, so he or she is also eligible to get annual increments and are also eligible to get other allowances like DA, TA and meal allowances that is basically provided by the organization. Means straight salary method is basically a method in which a particular amount of money is being fixed and the same amount is given to the salesperson or to the employee by the employer at a particular duration or at a given time of period. As I have also said that I will explain merits and demerits of each method. So, this method has also certain pros and cons. The first merits of the method, like it is very easy to understand and it involves less calculation, as negotiation is done and the amount is fixed at the initial time, and there is no requirement of any calculation that how much you have achieved and what percentage and what commission rate. It is not being, it should not be done. It is very easy to calculate how much this amount is should be is being fixed, and this particular amount is given at every interval in return of the efforts that you are giving that you have given to our organization. Second one is provide maximum security and stability of earnings to the salesman. Exactly, if you are doing good, if you are only surviving in the organization, if you are not doing any extra effort in the organization, moreover you will give salary or the fixed amount, because that amount is being fixed, or it has not been said that either you will perform or not, the amount will not be given. Means the compensation amount will totally depend on your performance. The amount will be given to you, either you are performing, either you are surviving or whatever. If you are not doing, even in the case of not doing extra efforts or not a good performer, the amount is being given to you. So that ensures a maximum security, means that ensures a earning or a stability part under this method to the sales force. And the third merit is because the amount is known to the salesperson, means the employee of the organization, so accordingly they can plan their future investment or financial activities they can determine, or they can just forecast their financial activity for future very easily. As well as this method has also demerits of demerits. So, demerits of the methods are like this method provides no incentives to salesperson, like it lacks motive, because the amount is being given, the amount is same if you are you have been hired at a particular grade. So, the same amount is given to all those people who have been appointed at that particular grade. So, it does not differentiate you are performing, you are a performer, you are a non-performer, the amount is given to all the employees. Though basically incentives, salesperson, this method does not provide any incentives, as because it has not been asked and said to you that if you will perform extra, if you will perform better, so incentives and certain other benefits will be given to you. Only a particular amount is being fixed, and that amount is has been promised by the organization that this particular amount will be given to you in return of the services. So, basically no incentive to the salesperson. Second method, obviously it does not differentiate between the efficient and non-efficient salesman, because the salary is fixed. If you are performing or not performing, in both the cases you are eligible to get the salary part. So, in this case it does not differentiate, it does not create any differentiation between the compensation of an efficient and as well as the inefficient salesperson. Third one is because salary is fixed if you are either you are performing or not performing. In the case of non-performance, that individual became confident that that if I will not do any extra effort, I will not take if I will not achieve the target, but I will get the salary. In this case that person is not so much motivated, that individual will not take any extra effort for getting salary from the organization. So, there needs a close supervision, because being being the organization, if you are giving salary, if you are giving compensation to your sales force, in return you are expecting certain efforts or certain result from them. So, if in the case of non-performer, you need to be very supervisory, or you need to take some close supervision to those individuals who are not performing, because they are confident that in case of non-performance they will be eligible to get the salary. So, being one organization or being a sales manager, you have to be very careful, you have to give a close supervision to those individuals, so that you can rectify their behavior, and you just try to motivate them in order to achieve or attain the assigned goal or the assigned task. Second method is commission method. Commission, basically in this method, sales force is paid or given remuneration according to their performance or efficiency or productivity. Basically, commission method, under commission method, an employee is being compensated if he gives certain results and productivity and shows certain efficiency to the organization. And this plan, obviously if we talk about commission, so there is a percentage decided, and this percentage, rate of percentage basically may be fixed or may be floating. Floating in the case of increased sales volume or increased sales productivity, and may be fixed at the time of the appointment or at the time of the sales target given. The amount of the percentage of commission is fixed. So, if the commission is fixed, the fixed percentage of amount will be given to the sales force or the sales person in case of the attainment of the goal, or in case of floating rate of commission. So, whatever the sales volume or whatever the sales target that individual has achieved, as per that volume or that target, a floating rate or a certain percentage of commission, after calculation of a certain percentage of commission, the amount will be given to the sales person in return of the services that he or she has given to the organization. As in the next point, commission can be paid on the basis of the sales volume, the sales value, profit, collection, and the order size. Order size simply means the sales person has bring a big order from the market. Obviously, big order that automatically result in a great sale, and that resulted in what a profit aspect. So, in case that if the individual has given or achieve a greater sales volume or sales profit and order size, he or she is obviously eligible to get a good commission or a high amount of money in case of in return of the performance. Like if sales level achieved by the sales person is high, then he or she is paid more commission, and if the sales level is low, accordingly he or she will be paid less. There are certain methods, merits of this method, like compensation is linked with productivity and efficiency. Means this method is basically motivational in nature. It motivates to those individual who wants to, who have the capability to prove themselves, who have the efficiency that they are, and who have confidence to that they will be able to, they will achieve the target. So, this method is basically, this method suits to those individual who have the confidence that they have productivity and efficiency, and they can achieve any set of target the organization gives them. It is basically motivational in nature. It requires less supervision. Obviously, if you less supervision is required under this method, because if you will achieve the target, if you will give productivity, and if you will give certain results, certain good results to the organization, so obviously you will be eligible to get salary or more money. And if you do not contribute anything in achieving in increasing the sales volume, increasing the sales target, so obviously you will be paid less. So, obviously there is no need to supervise the activities of the individual, because it is totally based on the performance that you are showing, that you are giving in attainment of the target that you have been assigned by the organization. So, under this method it requires less supervision, and this method basically attracts those individual who is having who are having confidence that they have the capability, they have the skills that and they need certain organization which gives space to them, so that they just prove themselves, they just give their productivity and that they have the efficiency, they are efficient enough. So, this method basically attracts to those individuals who are very much career aspirants, who are who wants to achieve something in life, who wants to go longer or go in at higher position in their life. So, this method basically attracts to those individuals. Next is demerits of, obviously this method has also certain demerits. No secure income to salesman, as in the first method we have studied that it secures stability, or it gives a fixed amount in return of the services. But in this method, if you are a performer, you will get salary. If you are not performing, if you are not contributing anything, you will not get anything, or you will not get a certain amount of money from the organization. So, that demerit of this method is it does not gives a security aspect or secure income aspect to the salesman, and it is very difficult to calculate the commission or the amount of money which will be paid to the sales force, because sales volume and the sales target or the order size and on the percentage on the basis of these aspects, calculation is very lengthy or tedious. So, one of the demerit of this method is it is very difficult to decide the basis for calculating the commission aspect. The next is salary plus commission method. Basically, this method combines salary and commission plans, as name itself refers, salary plus commission means salary. The first method and the second method, it is a method of combination of the first two methods, and it has been designed by it has been decided by taking consideration of the advantages and disadvantages of both the earlier plans. Like salary plan has also, we have seen that certain merits and demerits, and commission plan has also certain merits and demerits. This method just try to remove the shortfalls and the benefits of both the methods, as salary plus commission methods may take any of the following two forms. The first one is salary plus commission on total sales, and the second one is salary plus commission on sales over and above the quota, sales quota. The first one is salary plus commission on total sales. Means under this method, the commission is paid on the total sales affected by the salesman. Means that under this, if the organization is adopting this particular method, the organization will give a salary aspect to the individual. Simultaneously, the organization will give an additional benefit in the form of commission in case of the increased sales or increased sales volume, as salary plus commission on total sales. Whatever the sales contributed by the individual sales force, on the basis of that sales, a certain percentage will also be added to the salary, and the total amount of money is calculated in this way, and the amount will be paid to the individual if the organization is adopting this particular method. Second is salary plus commission on sales over and above the quota. Quota means a sales target, sales volume has been given at the at the initial time when the roles and responsibility has been assigned to the individual sales force. Means if the individual is having is able to achieve that particular quota, the organization considering that the target has been achieved, and if the individual has achieved more than the quota, obviously that individual is entitled to get commission over and above the sales quota. Means how much amount, what percentage of sales vary from the fixed quota. So, salary is also given, plus commission is also paid to the individual, means how much amount, how much sales volume that has been increased by giving contribution of that individual. The next method is bonus. Bonus is basically an additional financial reward to sales force, and it is given in case of the achievement of the total target or a predetermined target, predetermined goal of the organization. And bonus can be given attached with the salary means it can be given along with the salary and commission plan, or basically bonus is given to the employees as a reward and as a gift for giving better performance or showing better performance, and that resultant in good financial stability of the organization and a good better and obviously the attainment of the objective of the organization. Next is fringe benefits. Fringe benefits apart from the salary aspect means fringe benefits means the additional benefits given to the employees by the organization in order to keep them motivated, in order to keep employees satisfied with the working of the organization. Like fringe benefit, if we talk about fringe benefits are additional benefits that is not a required the organization should give, but these should be given by the organization in order to keep employees motivated and satisfied. That is obviously a benefit if the employee is satisfied after the by the working or by the policies or by the compensation plan that you are that you have adopted for compensating your sales force. So, they will be remain, they will go with your organization for a longer time period, and they will give obviously there is no need to a close supervision, and they will obviously they will be motivated, they will be satisfied. So, obviously they will give their 200% productivity for the attainment of the goal. They will they want our organization will go for a longer time period and our organization will grow from time to time. So, fringe benefits include retirement benefits, pension plans, paid leaves, study leaves, maternity leaves, car facility, medical facility means these facilities if the organization is giving to the employees, obviously pension plans and paid leaves, maternity leave if the organization is giving, because now today if we see in today's scenario females are also working and they want to continue with the job. So, if they maternity leaves are provided by the organization, so that female will continue after before and after basically after the delivery aspect, and also get the compensation and remuneration from the organization. Fringe benefit are given to all the employees working at the same level, means these benefits do not differentiate that you are performer, you are not performer. These benefits are given to all the employees working in one organization and working at the same level, means one particular facility is given to those employees who are working at one level, and another level it may vary, but it given to all the employees, and it obviously it increases satisfaction and prevent job satisfaction. Nowadays it is very crucial from the organization aspect that to create to retain customers or to retain the key persons of the organization. So, for this purpose these benefits should be provided by the organization in order to keep motivated or in order to be a good portrayal if you the organization want to portray a good image, so in this case these benefits should be provided by the organization. So, at the end conclusions there like we conclude that no single method of compensation is suitable for compensating the sales force of the organization. The suitability of the method varies from one firm to another, means these methods are available in front of the organization, and the organization is free to opt any one of the method that suits the financial capability or that suits the policies of the organization. And basically it has both salary and commission methods. So, salary and we can say that among all of the available methods, salary and commission method is the best method for all the methods, because if we talk about salary, salary gives a sustainable security to all the individuals or to all the sales force working in the organization, and commission is given for giving extra effort, means if one individual is doing extra apart from others in or so simultaneously the organization should also understand or recognize the extra efforts and should give certain commission in order to keep that individual motivated. So, among all the available methods compensation methods, the salary plus commission method is the best of all the methods. Although methods organizations are free to opt anyone, but if we talk of we see the nature and the characteristic of salary plus commission method, it is the best method of all the methods, but the organization can select other methods too. It is totally based on the policies and the objective and the financial capability of the company, means which plan or which method the organization is going to opt for compensating the sales force. Thank you.